Hi guys, I wanted to do a quick discussion on this week's challenge. Trying to update YouTube. I think it's hysterical how YouTube always picks like the weirdest pictures of me and like throws them right up at the front. Had I noticed this, I'd probably update the YouTube more. Pushing past limits. If we believe we have limits, obviously that's the first problem. Pushing past limits to me means accepting 4 words. I'm willing to try. That's it. I'm willing to try. Why is that so hard for people? Because we have to admit that we don't know everything. And when it comes to art, we have to admit that it's going to be a process. People prefer instant gratification, but learning art and expressing yourself and learning how to combine the two without fear, without judgment is a huge deal. So we can say, I prefer to do watercolor. That's great. I'm willing to try to learn to do oils or acrylic, or I'm willing to try to write poetry. I'm willing to try to learn a musical instrument. We have to admit that the first piece that we create, no matter what it is, whether it's music, dance, drama, painting, whatever we create, our first work is not going to be our best. We have to admit that we're going to have to stick with it to improve ourselves, just like everything else in life. So while the immediate limit is we don't know how to do whatever we're wanting to do, the next limit is that we're not going to be perfect at it the first time we try. And that's really what this week was about. Admitting that we don't know everything, especially in the art and the creative realm, because nobody does, right? Someone could absolutely memorize Chinese and know how to speak the language perfectly because they've lived in China. They've spoken to all sorts of people with different dialects. They could be a master of the language, okay? Whatever, Mandarin Chinese, there's all sorts of different kinds of whatever. They're the master of one specific type of language. Well, that's great. That has nothing to do with creativity. Science, creativity. Totally different. You cannot be a master at anything specifically creative, all right? Because everyone has their individual style that gets expressed. Everyone has the thing that they like best. Some artists choose to master a specific animal. There's a lady on Facebook that literally is called Drunken Cows, and she paints cows. She also paints pigs and chickens and some birds, and she does commissions for pet portraits, but she loves to paint cows, and they're amazing pictures. They're a lot of fun. It's not lifelike. It's like a really fun cartoony kind of thing, and I really like that. But she's not going to be a master at doing landscapes because she's chosen to go a specific way. She's probably good at doing landscapes. She just chooses to do other things right now. That's the thing about art. It is constantly evolving with us as we choose how we want to express ourselves. That's what's awesome about art. If you love art, you're going to love art for your entire life. Okay? You may start out loving paintings. You may move into opera. You may get out of opera and love just doing local plays, enjoying watching local plays. You may decide to become a playwright. It evolves as your life shifts and travels with you. That's the awesome thing about art and creativity and expressing yourself. You can change whenever you want to. You can learn to write better. You can learn to write different. You can learn to write haiku. You can learn to write a novel. You can learn to write a screenplay. There's so many amazing different things out there for you to do. Same thing in life, but somehow art is safer than expressing yourself in life. It really is. Moving into next week, I'll give you a preview. Next week is really about sharing creations, and then of course we go into criticisms, because it really is all about the fear of people judging our creations, because when people create, it's normally for us, and then if it sells, that's great, but the art of creating is really a very soulful thing. So admitting you have a limit only because you don't have information, you don't have skills that you've mastered, that's fine. You can't know everything. Put your ego and pride aside. This is art. This is fun stuff, okay? if you'll watch the what does creativity have to do with fear, I think that really covers a lot, especially in this week's discussion. Okay. If you have any questions, email me, message me on the YouTube, subscribe, like, and all that fun jazz. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully I'll have my voice back. Yay! Have a great day, guys. Bye.